Chips cheese.
Say cheese.
Chips
Relax.
What's popping, everybody? What's popping?
So the winning topic: being married in your 20s. What can you say about that?
Well, background story. We got married in 20.
As is true.
17.
I'm a mechanic senior.
I
You're
am Ricardo
senior?
Senior.
Mhm.
I am Ricardo Senior.
I'm a mechanic senior.
No, what's your name?
Me, Abraham.
No,
Yeah.
what's your name? Ricardo Junior. Remember?
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Got married in 2017. I had just turned 27. And how old were you?
20. Yes, guys. Younger. 5
I'm
years.
sorry.
A lot of
Almost 6
years.
years still.
No, it's just 5. Because his birthday's the end of the year and I'm the beginning of the year. So
Oh, here's the
it's easier. Easier. Okay. Anyway, let's focus on this.
To get to the topic, so being married in your 20s is a blessing. To be able to share the same values and goals with somebody else. I think the main thing is that you gotta have the same thing in mind. Want the same thing, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's a start in having a successful marriage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Two, you guys gotta have the same goals, and I feel like that's what made us go ahead. Because so many views we had the same thing. MJ, hold on, okay?
You gonna come show your friends the car?
So a lot of things we had the same view on our future about it. You know, so we were able to compromise easier. MJ, you can't do that. Okay? Can't do that.
He can. He's the night lover.
Yeah, but look what he's doing.
Don't do that. So I am happy. Are you happy? Okay, good. I don't see it as optimistically as my husband.
How?
I was 27.
MJ,
So
MJ,
I was 27. So it wasn't that I didn't enjoy my 20s. I enjoyed my 20s. But what I was saying for him is that he was so young. Like, I was very hesitant to marry him because I'm like, or start a family with him because I was like, you know what? Here I am, a big woman, and you're now hitting your 20s. Like,
love off the young boy though.
that's not true. I was just like,
MJ, I'm not gonna
I
tell you
was
again.
like, who would get married
Stop.
when they're 20? Who wants to have a family when you're 20? Like, that's a huge responsibility. So I was very hesitant. And what I worried mostly about for him was him losing his identity. I was worried about him not enjoying his 20s because there's a lot of foolishness you get to experience in your 20s. That's completely normal because, you go crazy in your 20s, you settle down in your 30s. And I was close I was 30, but, I was getting up there in age.
What I feel is still is that I had so much experience.
Because he
Coming
lived
up.
his life when he was a teenager.
I lived,
That's
a,
the
I lived a lot.
problem.
But the thing is, like I always tell her, life is more than just going to the club with your friend all the time,
Which he did when he was a
traveling
teenager.
all over. Like I did all of that when I was younger. So it's like for me to settle down at a young age was easy, and the vision I had in life made it easier for me as well. Because the thing is, like at the end of the day, I would have been who I am right now, a successful young black man. I would have been that person. But would it have been this quick? I don't know because if I wasn't settled in a certain way like I am right now, I probably would be out in the club acting a fool, all that stuff.
Which is
So
completely normal for being in your 20s.
it's completely normal. But with me being married and having a child, it allowed me to settle down quicker, right? So then I hit all my goals quick in life. And look at me right now. I'm very successful for just being 24. And I don't regret it. I am very
Little
successful.
boy,
Ouch. Anyways,
Come, baby,
MJ
come.
is not being a nice
Come.
baby right now. He's not being a nice baby.
Tell your friends what happened. Tell your friends what happened. What happened? What happened? What happened here? Daddy hurt your fingers?
Yes, because MJ won't listen.
Tell him it's not nice.
Okay, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
So the transition for him was not that hard in his mind because he knew what he wanted in life. What I say is getting married in your 20s is not for everybody. It surely isn't because
It's not.
like some people might have views like me where you are excited to live your 20s, you're excited to travel, you're excited to focus on you, do your own thing. I also think being in your 20s is also when you get to discover yourself. You get to learn what you like, what you don't like. You learn you want to go into your career and all of that. And it's like,
What's
you
up,
know,
James?
it's like
Oh
you
boy.
it's like you need that 20. What little sister? Go and get out the camera. Go away.
The thing is, I don't know. It's my mindset. It's how I was raised. You know what I mean? Like,
So my advice now to people who are considering getting married in their 20s, make sure it's something you really want. Because let me tell you, temptation is out there.
a lot. I
A
work
lot.
in a hospital.
Who cares where you work? Temptation is everywhere. You'll be walking down the street and temptation just lick you like.
MJ.
So it's
Okay.
like, no, being married is not an easy something, regardless of your age. Being married is not easy. Being married in your 20s is harder. You need a strong mind. You need to settle down and know that this is the person that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Don't think about it temporarily. Don't think about marriage temporarily. Don't think this is the person who I want to be with for the next couple of years. This is the person I want to be with for my kids.
We also mentioned about traveling.
And
Being married has nothing to do with you traveling. You still can have
you
a
got
lot
a
of
travel
fun.
buddy. A travel
And
buddy.
that's where a lot of my friends was like, yo man, you're so young, you're gonna miss out on this and that. I'm like, bro, it's alright.
Imagine you have a best friend.
Alright.
Seriously, imagine you have a best friend to experience life with. You wanna go see this place, you wanna go see that place. You actually have someone who will enjoy it with you, who you can drag along and be like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. The only thing that I say is I'm a little bit hypocritical, but I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. Try to push the kids back a little bit because we're good. We're good. What worked for us might not work for everybody. So try to enjoy, and if you're getting really like him, if you're getting married in your early 20s, try to enjoy that 20s with your spouse before you bring on the responsibility of children.
Because being married and
Being
no
married
child
with
and
kids,
being married with kids is
two
different.
things.
It's different. Like we don't leave our kid nowhere. Anywhere we're going is always there. If
And
we're
you
going to a
know,
nice hotel, he's there.
and I don't like to travel without my kids.
It kind of takes away from the moment
I
because
don't
you know you
care.
got to put baby to bed, you got to do this and that. So it's not the same. It's definitely not the same.
Mhm.
But once you guys can compromise and make it work, be selfless. That's one of the key things. You have to be willing to change bad habits. You know, like a lot of things. You once you become married, it's like when they say you become a Christian, you get born again. You're not the same person anymore. The way you walk, how you carry yourself, it can be the same. You know, everything has to be different. Like someone should look at you and know, like, okay, this person is steadfast, probably in a serious relationship, something. You can't be that person anymore.
And
Mommy, mommy,
stop, baby. In
Mommy?
our case,
mommy,
I think
Mommy?
we were married
mommy.
and with child all at the same time. So being married with a child is what's normal for us. You know what I mean? We never really got to experience being married with just the two of us. But like I said, what works for us might not work for everybody, and that's understandable. We had our son and we were okay with that.
And the other thing, we're from cultures where being married this young is not a norm. So just imagine the pressure you feel from everybody, friends, family, even your enemies, right? Just waiting to see that marriage fail, to be like, I told you so. It's too quick. You were too young.
Empress,
Everything
stop.
negative that they can think of. You're just waiting to see that marriage fail. So with that pressure in your back, like, you carry on with life. Not that you're living your life to please people, but there's still a lot of people out there waiting for that marriage to crash. And we know some for a fact, but it's not going to happen. It's between two people. You decide if you want to carry on or not. You can make it work. People that have marriages for 50 years, they go through a lot of things. It won't be smooth sailing, I'm telling you.
Best advice I can give anybody thinking about getting married is in your 20s is be steadfast. Know that there's going to be a lot of outside chatter, a lot of outside um, external things that come and try to break up. What is that the analogy I'm thinking of? Oh, the ship analogy. A ship can't sink unless you have water come into the ship, or unless there's something wrong with the ship.
Yeah.
Keep your ship sturdy. Don't allow negativity. Don't allow anybody to come and ruin your ship, even if it's a canoe. You know what I'm saying? You can work with your canoe. You can build your canoe to be a big luxury, whatever it may be. But the bottom line is, it's just the two of you in this canoe. The two of you have to protect this canoe because this is your means of getting around.
Yeah.
And that's how you look at it. Our marriage is not perfect. He annoyed the shit out of me, but
Vice versa.
I'm not settling. It's not like I'm saying I would settle with your foolishness because I'm accustomed to it, but
It's enough to live with.
it's okay for me to live with. I'm gonna nag him to death until he gets it, but the fact is I know what I'm nagging at is fixable things that he recognizes. You can't fix people. What he knows bothers me, he knows it already. He still chooses to do it. And when he's ready, maybe I have to pack my bags and threaten him to leave, and then he'll fix it, but he'll get it together eventually.
Before we wrap it up, quick thing. Just remember, there's a 80-20 rule that we
Yeah.
go by a lot, right?
Yeah.
So she say I do this, do that, vice versa, right? So I have 80% of everything she's looking for. I might lack 20% because nobody's perfect, as she says. You'll never be 100, right? Now there's gonna be a guy or a girl out there that has a 20%, small percentage of that thing your spouse is lacking. Would you leave 80 and go for 20? Doesn't make sense,
People always say the grass is greener on the other
right?
side.
It's never.
It's not greener on the other side.
never
The
greener.
grass is greener where you water it.
Mhm.
Okay. So make sure you water your grass. Focus on your lawn. Make sure that your grass and your lawn is taken care of. And other people's lawn won't phase you. You see their lawn is pretty, look at yours and say, hey, mine's pretty damn good too.
Throw your seeds and water every day. So instead of going for that 20%, the thing you have to be truthful. I think that's one of the main things.
Why are you sweating on your nose?
I sweat a lot.
Hit people sweat on their nose.
Leave me alone. The thing is, I feel like from the get-go, we were always truthful, right? I never hid anything. She didn't do the same, so nothing could have popped up out of the blue and be like, oh, problems.
People try.
People tried it. And the thing is, like, when we just started, this girl messaged her, but I already told her everything already. So that message had nothing, no effect, nothing.
Can you
right?
imagine innocent? Let's call me.
And she was pregnant.
I was.
She was pregnant, about to have baby when that happened.
And
So
the
I'm
funny
saying-
thing is, I never used to check Facebook like that because I wasn't a huge Facebook fan. I wasn't a big Facebook person when we first started dating. So this message was sitting in my inbox for like a couple months.
McCarter, no more choice.
So when I finally,
No
I
more
was
choice.
I with you? I think I was with you when I
Yeah,
read it.
yeah.
Because I finally was just on Facebook and he's like, what's this one here? I'm like, I don't know. We click it, we read the message, and I was just
And the
like,
pistol.
I was like, oh, this girl is telling me your whole life story.
Well, that was already said, so
But I already
you
knew
didn't
it.
face anything. So to wrap it up, I'm just saying, instead of going for that 20%, be honest with your partner. If something is bothering you, say it. And on the receiving side, you got to be able to take it, not get angry, because not everything you're going to be angry with, right? Anger doesn't solve anything. So you take the feedback and you work on it. Try to be better instead of going for that 20. So this, if we should talk about everything right now, it's gonna go like 3 to 5 hours. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna share this to Facebook. We're gonna come over live so you guys can watch it and then interact with us. So this is just a quick
We're
video.
still finished trying to finalize everything.
Yeah.
I am now noticing the video is 15 minutes long. I promise you the next video won't be this long because I don't know about you guys, but my attention span is very short and limited, and I can't watch people talk for 15 minutes. So we're still finalizing and we're still fine tuning things, So just bear with us a bit.
Water your 20.
Bear
Don't get
with us.
tricked.
What do you mean water your 20? Water your 80.
Water your 20 because that's what you need to work on. You already have the 80% down pat. So that 20% you lack, right? Just like if you have luscious green over here, dry patches over here, you're gonna water this side more, right? Throw your seeds over there.
That
This
doesn't
is the
make
little
no
butthead.
sense. Don't mess up my hair, Ricardo. Oh my.
Anyway, guys, see ya.